So what's up, everybody? I am Eric the counselor, and you are.
Golly, I wanted to introduce myself too. I just want to let them know. Go, do it again.
Hey, everybody, what's up? I'm Eric the counselor,
and I'm Dez Perry,
and you are tuned in to another episode of Experience Mental Health.
Yeah.
Look, don't have no attitude with me.
Bro, you stop.
Don't do this to me.
I'm not Tiffany.
Don't do this to me.
Now I'm siding with Tiffany because I feel like she be like, don't get no attitude with me. Or you tell her don't get no attitude with you. And she be like, whatever, Eric.
I don't ever tell her that. No, I probably do definitely tell her.
I probably tell her. I tell my wife that. Don't get no attitude. And then she be like, I don't like your attitude stinks today. I be like I don't even be, half the time I'm joking. And she just feel like my attitude stinks. I'll be like, I ain't even got an attitude. You just assuming I got an attitude.
Don't bring me in the middle of this, man.
Maybe, you know what? No, because this is couple therapy without her. So if it's just me. So, she tells me I have an attitude, and honestly, I don't have an attitude.
Okay.
Why are you assuming that I have an attitude? Because that brings the attitude out after she tells me I have one and I don't have one. Now I got one because you telling me I got one.
Uh-uh. So what about someone telling you that you have an attitude brings out the attitude?
Because you telling me what to do. Like you trying to tell me about myself that isn't true. And now I don't like that.
I see.
And that infuriates me.
So yeah, what makes that infuriating to you, Mr. Perry?
I don't know. I never like people telling me what to do or how to do what or about me. I feel like I know me, and only me can tell me about me.
Is that right? Only you can tell you about you?
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I can understand that. We're a lot alike. What I've learned, though, sometimes people only tell us what their perception of us is. And perception is reality.
When I hear the word perception, it makes me think of the movie Inception, which is one of my favorite movies.
You like that movie? That movie makes me, confused. It makes me feel like I'm stuck in a dream.
Exactly. Like this world may be a dream. We may be living a dream right now.
All we are actually is just energy.
Talk about it.
We're just energy.
Okay.
Like quantum physics, we're just a ball of energy. Like you put what's those lights where you can see like energy and it's like a red and green and the hotter.
I don't know.
You know what
Producer
I'm talking about?
Bay.
Like an X-ray. I don't know.
Photonic lasers?
I don't know. But we're just energy.
Okay.
Period. That's all we are.
Okay.
And so, that's it.
You agree?
It's facts.
It's facts.
We're just all energy.
We have
We're made up of atoms. And atoms are small balls of energy.
She was a science
Quantum
major.
physics. You got to have something that connect to something else, and then you keep connecting it, and then you have energy.
Is that correct?
Quantum physics
Facts.
explains.
I have to
So I don't
fact
know
check
if this is a
you
dream.
with my professional. Speaking of, Producer Bay just got her master's degree. It's completely done with school.
Awesome.
And now I have her full time now.
Awesome.
Because I had to share her with school, and now I get to get all of her back. That's why she's here. Shout out to Producer Bay. She's over there in the corner, but I don't have to acknowledge her anymore.
So what's up?
All right.
I feel like I want to do this. Don't judge me.
No, because I was finna say,
don't do it.
That's like one of those old people dances that still want to be young.
Yo, so the listeners can't see this dance, but it's kind of like the I don't know, what is this? The shoulder shimmy.
Kids aren't doing that. I can tell you that. The kids ain't doing that.
The shoulder shimmy, man. But the shoulder shimmy.
That's an old man dance.
So what's up, Dez? What's up, man?
Man, what's going on, Eric?
It's all good.
Not much, man.
Not much.
Hey, can I just tell you something? I'm just ready to wrap this year up, man. We had a great year.
Yeah,
but I know we'll get into that later. But yeah.
I know y'all got a good vacation.
Little vacay coming. Oh, gosh. I need it in my life.
Dez called me and we were talking. He was like, look, don't ask me to do nothing past the 13th. And I was like, how long you going to be off? He said,
actually, no. The 13th is when we get on the cruise. It's the 11th.
Oh, the 11th.
The 11th.
Okay,
that's Wednesday.
I got you. And I'm doing everything I can to make sure.
Don't hit me.
I don't call him. He said, don't even call.
Don't hit me. Don't
Period.
call.
Don't call me.
Don't text.
Don't hit my line.
Matter of fact, you know what? I'm leaving my phone here in the United States. I'm not even bringing it. No, I am.
Man, this pillow. I know producer Bay brought us
You don't like it?
but I think
I like. Give it to me.
there you go. It's just too much for me. It's like what's the thing with women and all these pillows? I got like
and
10
it's
pillows
soft
on my
too.
bed.
It's a soft pillow.
Anyways, listen, we're going to wrap up the year. You know, it's the end of 2019.
Yes.
We launched this show, Experience Mental Health, earlier this year.
It's been a great run.
It's been cool, man. I've been listening to all the episodes. I can see the growth, man, from those first few shows. It was like, I listened to that pre-ejaculation show. It was kind of hard to listen to it. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, "What are we talking about?"
He said it was hard to listen to. Oh wow, okay.
We were laughing at, it was a tough
very
show.
inappropriate. But no, that was a good show. Is that what we're doing right now? We talking about our favorite shows?
I mean,
favorite past show? I guess that's what we're doing. Well, my favorite past show was the criticism show. That was the first episode. Yeah, I feel like that was the first time that I had to get used to being transparent about myself, which I usually don't do, but it was pretty cool. And now I'm an open book now. You can ask me anything, I'll tell you.
Yeah, man. So, it's been a good run so far.
Yeah.
Coming up on the end of this the year, like we said, and we had one event.
Yes,
I know we said we were going to be doing events, and we had one.
Yeah,
it was a good turnout.
More to come though. More to come.
We definitely got more stuff coming, and stay on the lookout for that. And one of the things that we want to do going into 2020 is engage with the viewers and the listeners.
Right.
And we want to bring that aspect into the show.
Exactly.
And so if you have questions, so this is what we did. We sent out a survey to our subscribers. If you joined our text club, you got a survey, and we were asking you to just tell us about your biggest mental health issue. And people were, some of the responses were, can I take a minute to pull up?
Really.
Producer Bay, is that okay?
Go ahead, pull those up.
I know we were talking
I thought you would have had those pulled up already.
I got it pulled up. So, here's some of the feedback that you guys told us when we sent you the text. And the question was, what is your number one, that wasn't the question. It was like, what's the biggest challenge as it relates to mental health or something like that?
Yeah.
And so some of the stuff that we got, number one, someone says black people don't take it serious. Black people don't take mental health
serious.
And you know what? That's really, that's like one of the main reasons we
are doing
this show. Two guys, black guys.
Yeah.
I'm a counselor. Dez is a regular guy, but we're two people.
But are you not a regular guy?
I'm a regular guy.
Okay, I just want to make sure you regular too.
People need to know that I am at least a counselor.
Yeah,
it's not like we're just two guys talking about mental health, but I'm actually a true professional. And so, but yes, I am a regular guy. Most of what I talk about is just regular, everyday stuff, but I just infuse some counseling techniques and but for the most part, man, we're just regular guys talking about mental health and making it regular. We're just two guys sitting on the couch talking about mental health.
See how we chill? I got two pillows and they soft.
Yeah, and so that was some of the feedback. Thank you for sharing that. Jackie Bass, that's my auntie. Jackie Bass.
Are they name on it too?
The names are on here. Elmira Lofton, she works out.
Works at the gym with us.
This is what she said: being willing and open to discuss issues with another person. So that's an issue of vulnerability.
Yeah, like I said, I just talked about that. That first show we had about criticism. Yeah. And like I said, no, that when I say that, like I really mean that. I'm not used to just putting myself out there on a public platform. Often at all. I'm usually behind the camera, behind the scenes, and you done pulled me out to be in front and be co-host a show with you. Yeah. And you got me telling people about myself.
Hey, that vulnerability is an accurate measure of courage.
Yeah.
I say it in therapy. Like, even us doing this show, even when I listen to it, it's like, man, what am I about to say? What am I talking about? Like,
exactly.
Did I actually just say that?
I'm going to tell you, we really don't know what we talking about sometimes.
It's just you don't know what you're talking about. I always know what I'm talking about. Say we don't know what we're talking about.
Okay, not that we don't know what we're talking about, but we don't know what we're about to say. Yeah. Put it like that.
It's just a spontaneous thing.
Yeah.
There ain't no script. We're just doing our thing.
I know I got a whole iPad here, like I'm looking at
on the screen. Listen, Van Johnson said, following through on the assignments that my counselor gives me is one of the challenges he has. Issues like depression. So we want to just really engage you guys. And so if you want to be engaged with us, follow us. When we ask you to tell us how you think about the shows, let us know. And some of you guys are doing that on Facebook. We get the feedback. And we really appreciate it. So we want to, we're not going to have like like a true segment, like where the intro and like music and
Yeah.
says, da-da-da-da, we're about to answer questions. But we just want this to be a real thing so that you can feel like you can
be a
kinda
part of the
mimic
show.
this.
Yeah.
Like in your own circles. You could talk about mental health at home with your people.
Yeah.
You could talk about it wherever you are, just like we are. So to join the text club, send us a text. What is it?
31996. You thought I didn't know it. That's why you asked me.
But you just forgot the main part. Like,
Oh, my bad. No, but okay. So you got to text EMH.
Yeah.
EMH to 31996.
text
Yeah.
EMH to 31996. Most of you who listen to the show have already done that. So
Yeah.
if we have any new people who are listening for the first time.
Check out. Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, and the viewers, be sure to hit the subscribe button on our
Yes.
YouTube page. We're growing the page.
Yes.
That's the thing I like about small beginnings. You
Yeah.
know, that you should never despise or run from the small beginning.
Right,
You know what
right,
I'm saying?
right.
People run from small beginnings. They're afraid to show people that you only have less than 100 people. No, man, that's the journey. Like, we want you
Exactly.
to come along and take this journey and come with us.
Exactly.
And don't despise small beginnings because everything small starts with a little
Start
small
small.
seed.
Because look, this time next year, guarantee we can look back and be like, wow, we only had this many. Now we got this many shows. We're
Man,
doing bigger and better things.
And really, man, I really hope people are like listening to the shows and improving their mental health. That's truly what this is about.
Yeah.
I mean, we have fun. This is awesome. I mean, I really look forward to coming in and just sitting in the office.
You know what I do too, Eric?
I do too.
This is actually,
Um,
and it's Sunday morning. I usually don't get up and do anything Sunday morning.
well, today so happens to be Sunday morning, and we recording.
And here we
this,
are.
you know,
Here we are.
because we love y'all.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna encourage you guys to engage with us more.
Yeah.
And the live events are coming. We haven't forgotten about you
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
We're gonna be doing that, and we're gonna be actually doing a giveaway early in the year in 2020. I got some event tickets to give away. I'm doing this project with the Impale Project. Remember when they asked us to come and speak about love and relationships? Yeah. So we're gonna be doing that in January.
That's gonna be dope.
In Nashville. So if you're in Nashville in January and you're one of our listeners, stay tuned. I'm going to be giving away some tickets to come to this event.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a dope event. I'm
about
looking forward to
love
that
and
because I remember you
relationships.
did tell me about that one, and relationships is like a top. It's like a top topic for a lot of people.
No, it's
here.
not love and relationships. It's love and money.
Love and money. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about love. And
Same
money.
thing. Same
Love
thing.
and relationships. Love and money.
Yeah, but money is another top issue. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
A topic. That people need help with. Look, if it wasn't for producer Bay that's in here, I would have definitely been somebody who is not doing so well with my money because I was a struggling black man,
Well,
and now I'm a successful, financially stable black man. Thanks for producer Bay. Producer Bay over
Shout
there.
out to producer Bay. So listen, let's do this. I've been wanting to do this for a long time with you.
All right.
Like all this stuff that goes on in society.
Yeah.
Social media and,
Yeah.
just in the culture.
You're.
I oftentimes wonder, what is Dez thinking about? What is he really thinking about? And like, what's going on in his head? So I want to do like
a lot going on in
a
there.
rapid fire with you. We're going to throw
All right.
out a topic.
All right.
It could be mental health related. It
And
could not be mental health related.
Okay.
Just want to
All right.
see what you think about some things. And, we can do it. You can ask me some questions too.
Okay. Yeah.
I want you to ask
I'll
me.
throw something back at you.
I want you to ask me the stuff that no one's supposed to talk about.
Dang.
I want you to ask me the
why
stuff
you,
that
when we
is
was
like,
preparing for this, why you
You're
ain't
not
say
supposed
that?
to. Because I didn't want to say that.
Now I gotta
Put
really
you on the
think.
spot. I
That
have
ain't
a
the stuff that I
reputation
was
of
thinking
putting you
about.
on the spot.
You do, and I
Right.
need you to stop. Let's work on that for
Hey, man,
2020. Let's work on that for
I
2020.
gotta be who I am, man. I'm
Okay.
just on the spot type.
All right.
I think it's better that way. So really, like, there's some stuff that people tell me that like they can't believe I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. They like, I can't believe he actually said that.
Like what?
I was just talking to producer Bay about, and really you too, about I
I
shared
love
a
we
story.
keep referring to her as
That's her
producer Bang.
title.
Oh
This is
yeah.
gonna be in the credits, producer Bay. The story about the transgender woman. So
Yes.
she went from male to female,
Yeah.
and she was suing a gynecologist because the gynecologist refused to service her. And so people were like, I can't believe you actually even shared the story. I'm like, what? How come I can't share the
Right.
story? And then I asked the question, what do you expect the gynecologist to do? even though you recognize and identify as a woman, I'm just
Yeah.
like, what do you expect? So we're not, that's just one of the things that I'm like, I'm bold. Like I will share that. And I ask the question because I'm not afraid to handle the criticism and the scrutiny that might come from me asking the question. And it does come. And the thing is, I'm an ally for the LGBT community.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an ally. I am openly seeing people in counseling and telling people, come and see me.
Yeah.
But that's one of those topics that people are like, ooh, I can't believe he's talking about that.
Yeah.
Like, so this, I want it to be juicy.
Juicy just like that.
Just like that.
Now I got to really just think in like this next few seconds.
I'm about to ask you, I'm about to get it going.
Hit me
All right,
with it.
So, what do you think about Dwight Howard?
Dwight Howard.
NBA.
Hold up, fill me back in on the story because that was a while ago. I know he was messing around with a transgender, something like that, wasn't it?
I guess that's the first thing that comes to mind, him and the transgender. Thank you.
That's crazy, though. Hey, that's crazy.
Hey, that is what it is.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was it. Okay, well, yeah, that's that. Well, that I don't know like the full story behind everything. I didn't get too deep into the details on what happened, but that was like the laughing gag, that everybody was talking about during that time it was happening. That he got caught up with some type of transgender or something
It's
like
back
that.
in the news again. People are like,
Is it?
Just come out and I don't know.
But yeah, no, that's the first thing. And I mean, to be honest, I really can't speak even further into it just because I didn't feed too far into the story. You see what I'm saying? But that's crazy that you look. That's the first thing that came to mind. Yep.
All right, your turn.
Your turn. All right.
What you got for me?
Dang.
Let's see how juicy this is gonna be.
I'm like
Don't
to
hold
be
back.
honest. To be honest, mine's were not juicy, but I'm just gonna hit you with them anyways.
All right, what you got?
Talk to about the effect of rap music in urban society.
The effect of rap music in urban society.
Yep.
Urban is in urban you mean black.
Black Negro.
You mean black.
Black.
Man, I really do think that music has an influence on our society.
Yeah.
Whether we want to admit it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I think music has an influence on all people, whether we want to admit it. Remember we had this conversation where you were like, I don't think music influences me.
Well, it wasn't that I don't think it influences me, but I feel like it's more so the mood that it puts in. And we started the conversation because I can work out to R&B songs.
Yeah.
And folks like, well, you listen to singing R&B songs while you're working out? I'm like, yeah, like.
Then I said, try to make love listening to
a gospel
Kurt
song.
Franklin.
Yeah. So
like,
I was like, okay.
Everybody winning. Oh, that's Kanye West.
Kanye.
You can't do that.
I could probably make love to Kanye.
You see what I'm saying? Oh my God.
Jesus is king. Jesus is king.
Well, hey. Not when I'm making love.
Okay, all right.
But see, music does have an effect. Like, and then you listen to music and it's like all this misogyny and sex and just... It really is a little disturbing to me. And honestly, this past summer, I had a little thing with the hot girl summer. I did.
Did you?
Because I was
what
like,
was your issue?
Man, I'm just listening to all these women talking about all this sex and how. But then I had to
driving the boat.
But look, I had to think to myself, I listen to males talk about it all the time.
All the time.
And been listening to it for years, and it was no problem. And so it really made me stop and think. And I told my wife, I said, I think I might be a little sexist.
But I mean, okay, all right, you say that. You said that, but what about like Lil' Kim? Think about like she was like one of the originals way back in the 90s, the early 90s, who was like really raunchy.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe, but that's just a thing that I noticed myself.
Yeah.
Like having an issue with the whole hot girl summer.
It's like it made you feel some type of way, that they was talking about this stuff, but the next song could be, what I'm saying?
The baby, like he, talking about
taking a meal, I'm gone.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
What's that one he got with Megan Thee Stallion? First of all, here's somebody hear that, I'm like, dude is nasty.
He is. He's
I'm not even gonna repeat it, but anyways.
So yeah. All right, so I got something for you.
Okay.
All right, Dez.
Yeah.
Same-sex marriage.
Same-sex marriage. Honestly, I mean, I don't agree. Like, I mean, well, and I'm only speaking for myself. I wouldn't, agree with same-sex marriage. It is a hard question. I mean, I wouldn't say that I am a fan of same-sex marriage, honestly speaking. Yeah. Honestly speaking, but I mean, I don't look at them people any type of differently. Yeah. I don't say, hey, they shouldn't or, whatever. But it's like for me and my family, I'm not agreeing to same-sex marriage.
Do you think you need to agree with it?
Do I need to? No, I don't need to agree with it.
Yeah. Do you think people in society at all
I don't
need
have
to?
I don't have to agree to it.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like I know in my mind I just need to speak how I'm feeling because I'm thinking too much. But but no. I mean, for me in mine, it's like I don't have to agree to same sex marriage.
Yeah.
But you know, for anybody, you know, like I'm just thinking about if I had children.
Right.
That's the only thing I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
I probably would be that parent that's like, hey, this it's not okay.
Well, you know what? In all fairness, is always we can always say what we would do and wouldn't do.
Yeah,
before
it happened, and like I said, it may be different.
You know, I mean, yeah, and it's you know the thing that's crazy. Like people have a hard time even expressing what's real to them. Like I can see this is hard for you to say.
Yeah, it was.
You don't agree with it, which.
And that's just honestly speaking. I didn't want to be here and say like, "Oh yeah, man, it's cool." You know, that's what you want to do. That's what you do. But honestly speaking, no.
And I think the important part of that question is like you don't necessarily even have to agree with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not bothering you in any way. It's not affecting you in any way until it does become personal, and then now you are faced with how am I going to handle this? Because I mean, I have thought to myself like, what if my son ends up being gay, or my daughter is a lesbian, or anything that could happen along the way? I would find it extremely difficult for me to say I don't agree with your life, or I don't, you know, anything because that's my child, and so I have to just, you know, that's just me. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that's how I feel about it. So.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people are like, I feel the same way because it's like society. Is almost, and I'll speak specific. I can't speak for the whole black culture, but I feel like the black culture is kind of tired of the LGBT community to some degree because it seems like some of us believe that we're just being too apologetic and just like allowing anything and scared to say anything because we don't want to be criticized or ostracized or looked at it a certain type of way just because of I don't agree.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm thinking that the whole agreement thing is.
And I think the biggest thing is, it's like, you know, going back to saying that I don't necessarily agree with it, and I don't have to agree with it, but one thing that I'm not going to do is treat this person any differently than somebody who's not. And I think that's the most important thing. It's like, I don't have to, like, you could be, you a Steelers fan. True. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be a Steelers fan. I don't agree with it, but I'm not finna treat you any differently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the most important.
Unless
you know what I'm saying? Let's say I play the Titans, but you know, the Titans is trash right now. But you know, I think that's the most important part. You know, not treating anybody differently. You know, when you know somebody their believes is different than yours. That's the most important part.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having Jamie back. Remember we interviewed
Jamie? Yeah. On the Morning Huddle podcast.
Yeah, I don't always say it right. Mm-hmm. She is a transgender. Yeah. She went from male to female. And so I'm looking forward to having her back on the show. Yeah. Having her on the couch with us.
And then what was even surprised to me was married to a woman.
Right.
Yeah.
Married to a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Still likes women.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's I mean, society is changing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, they don't agree, and that's fine. And, you know, I just think it's, you know, something we could talk about because it's in our society. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to ask you that.
All right. Well, look.
What you got for me?
Golly.
Ooh, that was juicy.
Well, okay. Well, let's talk about Trump's impeachment. What's your thoughts on it?
Oh, he done brought in politics. This might be the very first time we talking about politics.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't even listen or watch politics. The only thing I do, my wife does. So
yeah, you know
whatever she tells me, that's what I know.
I'm gonna go and be honest with you. Politics does affect people's mental health. Yeah. I'm gonna just start off with that. Yeah, because even when even just this morning, I was reading about the impeachment hearings and how the White House has said that they are just totally not going to even put up any type of defense on behalf of the president of the United States. Like, they're not even going to put up no type of defense. Their strategy is to just let it get to the Senate. So the impeachment process works as such. The charges are brought up against the president. Yeah, there has to be charges. There has to be an impeachable offense. A high crime or misdemeanor. Right. Anything that puts the American people in jeopardy, not upholding the Constitution. There has been evidence that the president has done that. So the Congress, well, the House of Representatives, which is made up of the congressmen and women of each state in the United States, have come together to bring these charges up against the president. Now, the next step is that they have to write up articles of impeachment. They then have to vote on it and have it submitted to the Senate to have a trial. Mm-hmm. It's like a trial, just like a trial.
Right.
The Senate is made up of senators who are elected in each state, 2 senators from each state. The chief justice in the Supreme Court serves as the judge during the trial. Okay, giving like a little civics lesson, right?
Yeah, no, you really are. I'm catching all this.
So the chief justice is the judge during the trial, and so you will have the articles of impeachment that are being written up currently. Right now, they're writing up these articles of impeachment to be against the president of the United States. The House votes on it. If they approve it, it moves on to the Senate for a trial. The Senate is Republican-led. The Senate is where Trump has the most supporters, which is why, if I think about why the White House is not going to put up a defense, is because they don't even care about it. Y'all want to charge the president? Fine. Let's just go ahead and get it to the Senate where we can have a trial and I can be where my people will let me go. Because you have to have...
You think that's what's going to happen?
There's a strong likelihood that that's what's going to happen. Because you need to have 25, I believe, Senate Republicans to vote in favor of impeaching the president. In the face of all this evidence, they are still saying this is a sham, that it shouldn't even be happening. This is just a mockery. This is just baseless. Even though all this evidence, Trump's own people have come up and said, yes, we believe that President Trump has conducted or engaged in impeachable offenses. That's what I think. I think the United States is in a bad place right now. Scary, but I hope that the people will stand up and vote and do what's right to, it's about the future. Yeah. I don't know how my kids will live in a country that's headed the way it is. But it's very deep. It causes anxiety, some for me. Yeah. That's just what I think about it. It's just something that I think people should be paying attention to, and because it affects all of us. Yeah. And so that's what I think about it. Okay. That's just what I think.
All right. Ooh, you answered that one. That was a lot. And you gave me a whole little background. Like all the information you just gave me, I didn't even know anything about that. Like the process and stuff like that. Well, I know a little bit because like I said, Jackie told me a little bit about there was when they just started the judicial trial. And she was just like, "Oh, now it's serious now," and I was like, "Oh, is it?" Real. So I was like, "Okay."
The president has been accused of, using his political power, for his own personal benefit, and you can't do that. And especially, he's been charged with colluding, not colluding, but using this for that quid pro quo situation to extend his own personal benefit, and asking foreign governments to interfere with our own elections. So that's pretty. You don't want to have foreign governments dealing with the election. I was reading the Constitution. I'm really a nerd. Before
No, you are.
Even though you said I was looking like a thug, but just the other day I was reading the Constitution, and the Constitution is written for these types of times. It's specifically written to protect the United States from a president doing exactly what's happening right now. I'm just afraid that
that is crazy.
The U.S. senators will allow him to go against the Constitution and treat it as if nothing's happened. So, let me ask you, rapid fire. Right. What do you think about Queen and Slim?
First of all, why would you take mine? Anyways, Queen okay. All right, let's talk about it. Ask me that? I was going to ask you that. All right, but okay, just saw it like a week or two ago. It came out. First of all, I think it was a phenomenal movie. Yeah. Thought it was a great movie, and man, like that ending. Because I really want to talk about. First of all, can we just do spoilers? Yeah, can we do spoilers? All right, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and just cut it off now. Definitely spoiler. Just stop now because we finna get in here and we finna talk about it right now. All right, but that ending, to be honest, I knew somebody was gonna die. Yeah. I didn't know it was going to be both of them.
You didn't expect both of them to be killed?
No, I expected one of them to be killed. I was expecting the guy to be killed.
Really?
And so because the whole movie he's talking about his legacy. And my thinking was he's gonna die, and she's gonna be the one to carry on his legacy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They got their freak on in the car.
Yeah.
I was like, she got to be pregnant now.
I always think that in the movies, like, I'm like,
Like,
oh, she
what?
pregnant.
She
Like, you ever seen a
like,
sex
you
scene? I'm like,
pregnant.
oh, they definitely pregnant. He looked like, you know, I'm just,
You know what I'm saying? And so
you thought he would be killed and she would live on?
Yeah.
I wonder how many other people thought that.
And so that was my thinking. Now, you know, I was not assuming, but you know, I did say when the police showed up on the airport, I was like, oh, they both about to die.
Yeah.
Cause they can't, like, the movie can't just end with them being locked up.
Right.
Like them just going to jail.
Or one of them getting away. Like,
Yeah. So like, I was like, how are they going to get away? Like the whole thing was a setup. So,
you know, I expected both of them to be killed when I heard
jump.
about the movie. Period. I'm like, this is a story. I didn't know that the movie was going to start off the way that it did with the encounter with the police.
It got straight to it.
I didn't know that was going to be the storyline. But for some reason, I knew when I was going to the theater, I was going to see an ending of two people being killed, and that's exactly what happened. I was thinking in the mindset of like Bonnie and Clyde, like Thelma and Louise. Like that was the mindset. To me, that was that type of movie.
Yeah.
But when I was watching it, it didn't seem like a movie. It seemed like this is real.
Yeah, it's real
because
life,
it could happen any. It happens. Well, it doesn't happen like that.
Yeah, not in that. You know.
Yeah, it doesn't happen like that. But yeah.
But y'all, it can't. And so no, but I felt like it was just a very great dramatic ending. And then, like I said, you still saw that legacy still being carried on, where people, you know, put up murals and stuff for them.
That was a part of the movie, though. In the script, they were like, remember they were talking about taking the pictures, and she was like, "We want to take a picture." So
let people know we was here.
We were here. They took the picture.
I was like, man, that was so dope.
Ends up in the mural. That was dope, wasn't it?
That was so dope. Like, you know, and that picture, and it's like, I was talking to somebody else about it. Like, that picture is just so iconic. For what reason, though?
Yeah, it's
like, that's just a dope photo. Like, the way they was, you know, posted up on the car.
I think what makes it dope is the fact that the storyline, and then that's the image. Yeah. That is the actual image.
Yeah.
And you see, like, heroes. It's like, you know, it's like, oh, okay, they were here, and, you know.
It was crazy. And
what you think about the little boy killing the police officer? I'm telling you, this is a spoiler. We are spoiling this.
Oh, that's
rotten if you hadn't seen it. But what about that scene?
That was the part that was one of the most shocking out of the movie. Because like I said, again, I expected somebody to die at the end. But that was one of the most shocking parts of the movie. So again, I thought the little boy was going to get killed.
He did get killed.
They
reported that he was killed. Like later in the next scene.
Did they? Yeah. Okay, I missed that.
You missed that part. Yeah.
But they didn't show that. They didn't show that.
Yeah, if you would have missed it, probably you did. But they talked about it. I think
in the news report or something like that. Or when they went to that white couple house.
She was at their uncle's house or somewhere.
Yeah, they uncle's friend house.
Yeah, somewhere
and stuff like that. Yeah.
But see, the part of it is like they were at a riot and the little boy was already mad. Because,
exactly. I thought he was gonna go to the front line, talk some stuff, and they was just gonna take him out.
I knew something was getting ready to happen.
Yeah, but when he pulled that gun out, I said, "Oh."
Man, we've talked a lot about police brutality. And, I mean, I was listening to our show that we did about paranoid policing. I'm like, man, we spent a lot of time talking about that, and it's because it's who we are. We're two black males, and when I was watching that scene, I was like, "This is a black officer." He's like,
and that was another thing. He was trying to help.
Like, go ahead, go home, little dude. Like, but dude was just so infuriated. He just wanted to take it out on somebody. And I think even in that part of the movie, there was like a moment that reflected how some in society feel like if you wear that uniform, period, you are against me, even if you look like me.
Yeah,
that was deep.
Even if you're trying to help me. Oh man.
Yeah.
And it's so much as I'm just, you know, reflecting back on the movie because it's like even when he pulled the trigger, the shock on his face.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He was like, "Oh," and look, I had the same look on my face he did. I was like, like what?
And again, like for me, I was watching that film thinking like this is real.
Yeah,
it was like I was pulled into the script, like it was just so real to me.
Yeah,
it was just it was, and then once the dude, you know, was trying to help him out at the end, I'm like, man, this seemed like a setup.
Yeah,
and it was
I said the same thing, but I was like, you know what, they might make this.
No, I expected him to die. But there's been a lot of conversation about that film. Out in society.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like there was some unrealistic things that happened in the movie, but for the most part,
Yeah.
I feel like that could legit happen.
Yeah.
But it's crazy, man. Hey, I know. We said spoilers alert, and look, if you haven't seen the movie, if you still watching this episode, go see it.
Sorry, you should go see it.
Go still see it good because the effect is
so.
it's still gonna. I think it's still gonna be there. We just gave you all these spoilers, and you probably still clueless what we even talking about.
Right,
but go see it. It was a great movie.
Man, so listen, man, you got another rapid fire for me, or what you think?
I think I do got one more. All right, let's talk about
Juicy. What you want to talk about?
All right, okay, I'm gonna give you a relationship topic.
Relationships. I like these.
Tell me, in your opinion, a reason to divorce.
In my opinion, a reason to divorce?
To divorce.
I mean, in my opinion, there could be any number of reasons to divorce somebody.
How many reasons you need?
I mean, I think it's personal. I think it's to each,
Is it?
It is. I mean, what might be a divorceable reason in one relationship might not be in another relationship. Like distrust, disrespect, infidelity. Those are some reasons that I would say that could be like things that could lead to a divorce.
Yeah.
But I've seen people deal with those same things and stay married. A divorce is just a decision that two people make based on their own sort of circumstances. I think when you get to that point to where you are, ready to divorce, because I've been there. I mean, I've been married 8 years, and me and the wife, we have sat down and talked about separating, like had a serious conversation about it. And when you get to that point, it's like you no longer worry about anything outside of your relationship. You really have to take a hard look at, it makes you take a hard look at what the two of you have. And then you decide, is this worth continuing on, or is it better for us to separate? That's what I mean. And so the reasons they could vary. Like
Man.
they could vary.
All right. My little 2 cents on it is, I was raised to believe that there is no reason to divorce somebody unless there was some type of infidelity or death.
Well, that's 2 reasons right there.
That's really the only 2 reasons that I really could give you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I was just raised to believe that no matter what, because ultimately when you're thinking about it, you making the ultimate decision and a commitment, to God and to your mate, that this is the one that you choose, which is so important to choose the right one.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And
especially
that's
mental health.
Because this is the rest of your life.
Yeah.
This is forever. You know what I'm saying? You said I do to forever, till death do us part. And you know what I'm saying, ending that because, she's changed and, she, I don't think she's disrespecting me or she doesn't trust me. I feel like those are all fixable issues that you have to really work on, and you have to really be, dedicated to, make right in your relationship. Like you can't just be like, oh, well, it ain't working. So,
I mean, most people don't end a relationship, a marriage like, oh, it ain't working, so I'm gonna end it. And in fact, most people don't really want to end, in my opinion. Most people who get married don't want to end their relationship at any point, especially if you've invested into it, you have things together. Like, it's hard to break up a family. Yeah. Like, no one's like, I'm ready, I just want to end all this. But of course that does exist. But I think for the most part, people who make that vow, till death do you part, really try to honor it.
Yeah.
But then along the way, life happens, things change. And so I believe that sometimes relationships and marriages, there needs to be new agreements along the way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My wife and I, we were just talking about, some things that we need to look at and see what can we agree to. This is our relationship. This is the reality of who we are together. Yeah. And it's pretty consistent. Now, what do we need? What agreements do we need to make based off of this reality? And
that's what y'all ask each other.
Yeah. And it's some things that are outside the box. It's something based on the fact that we've decided, you know what, we this is the truth. We don't necessarily need each other to survive in this world, right?
That's true. I mean, it's true. Yeah.
We both can provide and take care of ourselves. We're educated, we're smart, but it's like the song "I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together." And so
Neo,
you decide to stay together.
Oh, baby, you make me better.
Really, that's like when you come to that place in your relationship where you can say, you know what, I understand that we're two adults. We are movements by ourselves, but when we come together, it's awesome. And so that's the reason that we stay together. Love, I mean, love is love. Love is strong, right? But love is not the thing that kept us together. It's not. It's the thinking about the future, thinking about what we've built together. Love is the anchor in all of that. It's the new agreements that we've had. It's pushing through and deciding like we're gonna make this thing work. But I really do think, man, it's hard to say that divorce is not an option because sometimes it needs to be for some people. Yeah, and
because what about I was going to ask you, what about somebody who's getting physically abused by their mate?
It's time to go.
Yeah, I will say, I will say that to me, I feel like that is a reason because that's physical harm now, and I understand mental harm as well is just as effective as physical harm, but somebody who is beating you,
it's going to cause you to have mental distress.
Yeah,
that's a definite time. And so I was going to say, like, being married has made me research the history of marriage. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And
what you find,
it's that I found that marriage is useful in different contexts. It's presented in different contexts. It's presented in religious contexts, and it's even different. It varies even in that context. Like different religions
believe different
things. Even the same religions practice it differently. You just got to go back and study the history of a thing and the social impact. Like, why do we need a license to get married? There's a reason for that. Why do you have to get attorneys involved?
Real quick, briefly, what's the reason for it?
So, it's kind of sketchy, but it's I don't even want to get into it because I don't know enough of it. But there's a reason that you need a license to get married.
Is it like tax reasons or like
it's along those lines of basically it's control.
Where it's like because I know everything kind of becomes jointly once
when you want to separate now you got to go to court. Yeah, and so that's a money thing. Yeah, you get married because you can get married, but once you want to end it, now you got to get lawyers involved. That funds the system,
and I think that's why so many people.
Divorce attorneys, divorce court, like there's a whole system.
And there's a lot of people that live together and been living together for years and never got married.
Yeah, man, and so that's one of the things I've learned about marriage.
Yeah,
and one of the biggest things for me personally, is that marriage is a long time. And nothing's going to stay the same. And the agreements should also be updated as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You could choose to stay together forever, but if you beat me, I don't think that's going to work for me.
Yeah. Got to go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That was my last one right there.
That was the last one?
That was my last one. My last rapid fire.
Well, listen, man, I'm about ready to go ahead and get out of here.
All right, you sleeping? You tired, ain't?
No, man, I just think it's a good time. So, listen, it's been a great year, man.
Man, it really has. It really has.
I remember the top of the year, we were doing our plans. Yep. I don't think we even planned.
I don't even say this wasn't even
a new show.
Yeah, no, it was not a topic. We was just really focusing on, doing more events. We was gonna pick back up with the podcast. Yeah. But it slowly turned into us doing a show, doing something completely new, completely different. And I'm glad, that we made it happen, making it happen, and we're doing it.
That's right.
Educating the people, having a good time doing it.
Yeah, then I think we can tell people that we're going to start having guests come sit on the couch with us. Yeah. We're going to get back to that, sharing the emotional content of other people's stories. Yep. But we did this on purpose. We wanted to just let you guys meet us, instead of just interviewing people.
Know who we is.
We just two guys, man. And we know that that's what you guys enjoy, just listening to us, either on the podcast or watching us now. You know what I'm saying? So if you're listening, you can also go to YouTube and you can watch us have this conversation.
And subscribe too. You can also do that as well.
Man, shameless plug. Hey man, is there anything that you want to share with the viewers or the listeners before we sign off for the year? Because we're going to take some time off.
Oh yeah.
This is the last show of 19.
Anything? Continue working on that self care. You know, take some time out for yourself. You know, I know this is like the end of the year. People are getting ready for Christmas. I don't even celebrate Christmas, but you know, but I know a lot of people are focusing on others and doing things, you know, to getting gifts, going out their way. Hey, make sure you making some time for yourself. So
Absolutely.
do that self care. Yep. What you got for them?
I mean, I'm gonna say the same thing, man.
No, you gotta say something new.
Something different. I can't say that. I can't piggyback off of what you said.
No, not at all.
I hate when people say, "Well, let me piggyback off of what you got to say."
Right. That means you ain't had nothing to say. That means you ain't had
No, I mean, really, just go into the. I know sometimes this part of the time of the year can be depressing. It's supposed to be the happy time. But it's not always happy for people. Yeah. Especially if you've lost someone. You might have lost someone just today, probably. Recently, or very recent. And so this is not a happy time for you. But just try to be as positive. Remind yourself of all the things that you are grateful for during this time. Call somebody you hadn't talked to in a long time. Yeah. Just tell them you love them. Just tell them you love them. And, tell them you love them. I was thinking about you. Listen, this is what I want to end it with. Okay. If you feel... let me see. If you feel like you feel like hopeless, then go help somebody else. If you feel like things are just really bad for you and you're noticing that you're losing hope, go help somebody else. Go and actually help somebody. If you're feeling hopeless, go help somebody. How about that? Yeah. Well, now, and what would that do? It'll make you feel better. Yeah. Because if you are helping someone that you know is in need, like if you go feed the homeless. Yeah. You're probably not worried about where you're going to eat. And that's probably not one of the things you're worried about. And so if you can go provide a meal for somebody else, it's going to make you feel good. Right. It's going to create some endorphins. And seeing that appreciation from them. Yeah. Yeah. So whatever you do, whatever you're celebrating at this time of the year, I'm not going to get the listing off all the holidays because I don't know them all. But whatever you do, have fun. Celebrate it in a way that makes you feel good about yourself. And we will see you guys in the new year. 2020. That's going to be it for us. Make it a great day.